What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today's story is from RR AmItheAsshole, and this one genuinely got to me. So our guy here is an avid hiker. Him and his wife both are. A few years ago, they were out on a hike together, one of the 14er routes out of Chicago Basin in Colorado. If you're not familiar, these are serious high-altitude mountain trails. Well, his wife slipped and fell. He tried to get her up, but he couldn't. He describes himself as not a strong guy, and his wife is a sturdier gal, and the terrain just made it impossible for him alone. She ended up perched on a cliff under the drop site for hours until another man was finally able to help get her out. Now here's the thing. His wife has never once blamed him for not being able to rescue her by himself. But he blames himself. He says the image of the fear on her face as she fell is permanently burned into his mind. For a split second, he thought he was going to lose her forever, and not being able to help her is something that haunts him to this day. Fast forward to recently, he and his wife are out at a brewery with some friends. One of their buddies is talking about a hiking trip he's planning, a traverse between Blanca and Little Bear. Our guy and his wife had actually done that route before, so he starts offering some advice. And then, out of absolutely nowhere, this friend looks at him and says, quote, "I'm not taking advice from a man who left his wife to rot on sunlight." His wife immediately corrected the guy, but our guy was stunned. The friend thought it was hilarious, had a big grin on his face like he'd just delivered the funniest joke of all time. Our guy didn't know what to say. He got up like he was going to grab another drink, but instead, he just walked outside. His wife came and found him, saw he was really upset, and they decided to leave. She drove them home. Now here's where the conflict comes in. This friend was expecting a ride home from them, and our guy didn't say anything, didn't tell him he was leaving, just left. The friend starts blowing up his phone asking where he went, why he's ignoring him. He ended up having to take an Uber home, which was expensive, and the guy is currently out of work, so that hit his wallet. When our guy finally asked him why he would bring up that accident knowing how he feels about it, the friend responded with a bunch of laughing emojis and told him his hypersensitivity cost him money and that he needs to, quote, nut up and learn to laugh at himself. Our guy does acknowledge this is not typical behavior for this friend. He says historically the guy has been a nice person, and he also admits he would normally never abandon someone he'd promised a ride to. But he wants to know, is he the jerk for leaving his friend stranded at the brewery? So what do you think about that? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.